Whole two, like, it was a 2 liters. Give me a whole 2 liter of it. I was like, never doing that, making that mistake again. So I just stick to Fanta. I wonder why I liked it so well. Probably because it had caffeine in it. Caffeine's addictive. So that makes sense. I still eat some things in my pregnancy that have added sugar in it, unfortunately, like my hot fries, Pringles. It's usually sodium that I'm eating more of than added sugar in this pregnancy, but it's actually not a bad thing because, believe it or not, when you're on a blood thinner, your sodium levels tend to be a lot lower. So eating some chips here and there can be helpful, or even drinking a Sprite can be helpful when you're on a blood thinner. Because your sodium levels, like I said, they dilute a lot more. That did not feel right. I gagged from sneezing. Oh my god. That was gross. We're not gonna talk about that. Another thing that obviously helps with sodium levels is staying hydrated. Having electrolytes in your system, like eating watermelon or you can drink Gatorade, but it has added sugar in it too. But you gotta be careful about certain things when you're pregnant. Your body will process sugar a lot differently. Your insulin levels are a lot higher when you're pregnant, so the way your body will metabolize it is a lot more dangerous. So if you're at risk for like diabetes and stuff, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. They now test for it twice when you're pregnant for gestational diabetes. First in your first trimester, and then we'll do it in your third. It's good that they do though, because people's diets change throughout their pregnancy and contains that. And some women are known to develop it later instead of earlier. But my diet's been pretty good, so I don't think that I'll end up with gestational diabetes, but it just depends. You can still have a good diet and that can happen to you. Excuse you! Don't be getting into clothes! Algie? No. She's over here getting into clothes, Daddy.
What?
She's over here getting into clothes.
Sorry, wasn't paying attention.
I just happened to look this direction. I was like, excuse you? No clothes. You're not playing with toes. I'm gonna already be done, man. Can I be done? Oh man. Woo! I'm definitely loopy today. It's like my body just is tired. Damn. Get up for 5 seconds, my heart fucking races. It's that type of day today. It's okay. My body's just really, really tired from all that walking I did yesterday. From being in the mall and then turning around going into Sam's. Yeah. I ate some good food yesterday. Oh my god. I was over there in Evansville. And let me tell you, they have this buffet called the Crazy Buffet. It's called Crazy Buffet. And it is so good. It's the biggest China buffet I've ever been in, honestly. Like, the ones around here are nowhere near as big as that one was. It's like, holy shit. There's all kinds of different food. Even some things that weren't even Chinese. It was really nice. I got these buffalo wings. Wild wings. I got these hot buffalo wings. They weren't even hot, honestly. They were actually on the sweeter side, but they were still really good. Oh, man. This feels good on my back laying on this pillow. I know, being sick while pregnant, you gotta rest a lot. You don't want to push yourself too hard because you cause yourself to get dehydrated or dizzy and all that other shit, or your blood pressure to go up when you're sick. So it's really, you gotta be really careful. I only push myself when it's necessary. Aw, baby boy. Hi. So we did come up with a name, and I think we may go with it. I know we're still kind of back and forth with the middle names, but I think we're gonna go with Bennett. Those middle names are from his grandpa and his great-grandpa. But he's gonna be so cute, man. Even his name's cute. He's gonna be so cute when he comes out. There ain't no doubt. I'm excited. 5 more months and he'll be here. Super exciting. I want him out. We all get to that point in our pregnancy, and mine's at 16 weeks apparently this time, where you just want to be done. I think when I was like 32, 33 weeks with Eleanor, I started getting Braxton Hicks a lot, and I was so fucking done. I was done. I wanted to be done. I had a couple of close calls with her, actually, with me going into early labor earlier than what I was supposed to. Glad she didn't come too early, but Bennett here, he'll come anywhere between 37 and 39 weeks. It just really depends on my body and what it does in between 37 and 39 weeks. I don't think I'll make it to 39, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I won't. It just really depends. Every pregnancy and way your body progresses is different. So I do know when I do go into labor, it will be quicker. A lot of times when you go and if you're dilated already too, or if you're already having your own contractions on top of it, your labor will be a lot quicker. But with this being my 3rd child, and I've had my kids close together, when he comes out, it's gonna be quick. Even the pushing time will be shorter. And that's scary. That's a scary thought, because I only pushed for 3 minutes with Eleanor. I'm thinking to myself, like, how fast is he gonna come out? It took me 3 minutes. It took me 2 pushes with her. So I was over here like, oh man, it's gonna take 1 push and he gotta come out. It's gonna rapid. And that's if I can feel myself enough to where I can push like that. Because if you can't feel it, it makes it harder. I felt it a little bit. Not enough to hurt, but enough to know type of thing what was going on. With Eleanor. So I have a feeling it'll be similar with baby boy. My epidural may not be as good because my body over time has become tolerable to it. So it makes sense that it's built a tolerance to it, so it makes sense that I may feel it a little bit more than what I did last time even. This really just honestly depends on a few things. If I go into labor before 39, or if I get induced at 39. And it depends on certain factors. They can move that induction date based on what my body is showing them to. So if my body seems to be processing very fast towards the end, or progressing, they may move that induction date to 37. And it really just depends, because I could see certain things telling them, different, and they may have to move it. But we will really just have to see. Usually between 37 and 38 weeks, they'll offer a membrane sweep. And in this case, you could go into labor within 48 hours, but in some cases, membrane sweeps don't work. So it just depends. But I don't know if they're going to want to do that with me, with baby boy having Down syndrome. I don't know how they're going to go about that. Because there's certain things they'll offer and not offer with this. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think it really just depends. He could even end up a C-section. You never know. Like with what's going on with him. So Just depends on what the doctors think is safe. They're gonna do what's safe both on mine and his end. But I'll take the risks of blood clots, considering I'll be right back on my blood thinner postpartum to deliver him if I have to have a C-section. I won't clot during the C-section, so it's not that worrisome. And if I have to have one, I'll only be like 24 hours off my blood thinner, so my blood will still be kind of thinned to where it would still kind of protect me a little bit. We'll just have to, like I said, unfortunately with something like this, it's something you'll have to just wait and see with sometimes. Because it's gonna really determine just based on like what happens and what all he's diagnosed with. So it depends. I know in his case, the longer he bakes, the better off he'll be. So the longer he's in there for, the better off he's gonna be too. Because the more developed he is, the less likely he'll probably need the NICU in his case. So some babies with Down syndrome have what's known as growth regression, and this can sometimes make it to where their lungs are still small when they come out, so, or maybe not fully ready. So that's why I said the longer he bakes, the better off he'll be. So if really this doesn't happen until 39 weeks, I'm not gonna bitch because I want what's safe for my child. So, just that thought. I want what's safe for him and myself. So we can both come out of this safe, healthy, and able to cuddle and love with each other. That's what matters to me. I know no matter what, he'll be okay. Have faith in that. None of it looks serious enough just yet for them to really, like, worry too much about something bad happening, at the sounds of it, so. But they have to keep their eyes out. They can't put their guard down because it's just one of those little routines that they have to, protocol routine that they have to follow with the baby with Down syndrome. So it makes sense that they'll stay suspected on certain things or whatever, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It means they want to get a closer look to make sure something's not happening. And if something is, they'll have a game plan. So it's one of those things that just keeps me and my baby safe, and I'm willing to hear out what the doctors recommend in that case. So I really don't want a C-section, but if I have to have one to protect my child and myself, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, same with having a vaginal delivery. If I'm not able to go into labor on my own, I'd rather be told that than labor on my own. Or if I have the chance to labor on my own still, which I could between 37 and 39 weeks if they do it that way, I want to know what I need to know. Like, they tell you to stop taking your blood thinner when you think you could be going into labor. That's what they tell you to do. Like, if you think your contractions could be real, to stop taking it. And then they tell you to stay off of it for 24 hours. But the funny thing is, sometimes you don't know if those contractions are Braxton Hicks or if they're the real thing sometimes, because Braxton Hicks, as you have more kids, can feel like real contractions. It's really weird, but it's true. That's what